Alright, so here we have a Geometry Dash type beat. This is something I have not really successfully made before, and I feel like I kind of did pretty good here for the first time. You know, it's kind of just house. I guess that's what this is really called, but I'm making this for Geometry Dash. So, alright, starting out on a different device, I made this, which was originally supposed to be by itself, but then I realized I really needed to add stuff to it, so I really only had the MP3, so I just threw that in here. That's the intro as well. So this is what this sounds like. Can't really explain this. Simple house drums and pads and effects, kind of just a whole song by itself. That's why I kind of only have it here. You get the picture. Not really too much of a top line, which is why I added this. But yeah, pretty simple. Yeah, so now we go on to, I guess, the first part of the melody. Starting out when the song comes in, there's just this piano, and it's really simple. I just put a bunch of random chords, or not random, but like, chords, very basic chords, just spread out across octaves, and then arpeggiated it, right? And then did like flip, alternate, like all that stuff. And that kind of just makes it a little bit better. And there's on the mixer that it's on, I think it's one, yeah, Panomatic. This is just going for some, ambience, because the rest of this, like this especially, I can't change it now, but it's all kind of in the middle, so it's nice to have this on the outside. So I'll let you listen to like the first half of this. So already we're getting kind of Theory of Everything 2 vibes, which is what we're kind of going for. Little intro here that really has not a whole lot to do with the rest of this synth heavy second part. So next, I guess I'll go into this and this, these two right here. They both essentially have the same exact piano roll, so I'm just going to focus on this. You can see it's kind of like a, I don't know, a vocally synth. It's kind of weird. It slides like just naturally, so in the plugin. So I have like some notes under here to make these notes a bit more slidey, because normally they'd all be just playing, but I kind of wanted to have some variation. And up here, this is just a little end part. Now for this, you don't really want to start with this, right? You want to have some synth chords, and you want to have some like pad layers. You want it to be all kind of filled up somewhat before you put this top line on. And what I looked for the sound was just something that was like pretty high pitched, and kind of cut through the rest of the darker pad sound. And I also looked for that with this as well. Same thing. I'm just going to play this first part for you though. So you can see we kind of went for like a dark, like, happy, like obviously it's in minor, but it's not feeling like super like sad. It's feeling like upbeat sad. I don't know. It's like, it's good. Kind of just plot stuff where you want. This is, these two don't come on at the same time, but they kind of complement each other. So this one I honestly like more, but this is like really nice because it provides a bit more like, I don't know, different kind of sound that, I don't know. I think it sounds good in Geometry Dash type beats. This is like an arpeggiated bass, and I guess if you put notes on like higher octaves, it'll arpeggiate up to those as well. So I could put something like all the way up here. Okay, that kind of high pitch, but anyway, when it's doing the whole arpeggiation, this like arpeggiated bass in Sawyer, or Saw or whatever, it'll arpeggiate like up to that and then back down this whole pattern. So I just have some like very simple stuff. If you're gonna hear it, it sounds much more complex than it actually is. I'll play it. That is just real nice for these sections where there's only like this playing or only the piano playing, and it's just it sounds very good. I'm super happy that that actually happened. This down here, this is just something I put in to fill as well, kind of just like another synth. You know, you get the picture. Not a whole lot there. Other than that, really just effects. Not really too much there either. Just some risers. All this stuff you can kind of figure it yourself. Now for the drums, these drums are obviously in there. I can't really change those, but what I did was I put a limiter on the master that's sidechained to the kick. And in this one, there is like a little bass line. In this one, I kind of just have this bass here, but in the audio clip, there is a bass line. So they kind of, it's fun. They go back and forth, and you can see the differences. So I can, however, talk about the drums here, because I actually made them, and I can show, I mean, not like I didn't make the other ones, I made those too, but this I can show you the process. So just got like a deep house drum kit. This one's very good. It has a whole bunch of sounds. Trava beats, that's good stuff. Kick, pretty simple house kick. Snare, and it's just gonna be going like boom tch, boom tch, but the kick is also going on the snare, and that's like the most basic pattern you can have. And then I'm sure you've heard this. I'm sure you've like heard a house beat before, where it's like boom tch, cat tch, boom tch, cat, or something like that. I don't know. And it has like this little ride, boom tch, cat tch, boom tch, cat, right? And that's where these come into. These just all kind of complement each other. Just go with what you think. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to it. This is the snare and shaker. Just I put these down here just to kind of give some, I don't know, why not, you know. Got this. This is mainly for those little like half steps, like that stuff. That's what this is for. You can kind of feel out the patterns. It's like house is really simple, so not a whole lot to that. Just make sure that the kick is side chaining, so you get that like whole like thumpy stuff. It sounds really good. This is the beat. So you know, you get the picture. You know, that's all I can really go over. I have a automation for the chorus of the piano pad, so it starts off, and then over here it's a bit more like, I don't know, chorusy, and then here volume, tag, kind of split it up. There's really not a whole lot to it. It's just a Geometry Dash type beat. Couple of tips I have if you're trying to make this. I don't know why, but definitely switch it up a lot, because now again, I don't know why you'd be doing this, but if you're trying to make it Geometry Dash level with this, you don't want it to be repetitive for long. Like you see, like in this entire main section, it's like switching up like every little bit. You know, it's not really staying the same for too long. Like this, then it switches here, and then here, and then here. There's just, you want a lot of different sounds, new sounds coming in, new sounds coming out, new vibes. Like here, there's a whole like kind of end of deadlocked vibe, and it's good. And you know, it's a very solid beat for, like, I believe it's a solid beat. So I'll play the full beat for you. Here you go. Appreciate watching the video up until now. So yeah. Alright, so you get the picture. Little Geometry Dash type beat. Haven't posted in a bit, so hopefully this will reach the right audience, I guess. You know, Geometry Dash audience, or just, I don't know, producer audience, I guess. You know, I'm just doing my thing out here. Anyway, goodbye.